Welcome in, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today, we're going to be talking about some injury bullets. It looks like the Rams dodged in the form of Kam Curl and Emanuel Forbes Jr. I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I think they should do moving forward and who will eventually or who could be taking up their mantle, if you will, at least at the time being in training camp. Before we dive into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Kick, and Twitch. And yeah, let's dive into it. So Jalen McCullough, Tanner Ingle, Malik Dixon-Williams, and Nate Valcarcel, those are the guys that now I think get opportunities amid the Kam Curl news. Now, just to explain, yesterday, a lot of fans, were in attendance. They tweeted around. There were videos of Kam Curl walking off gingerly after practice or during practice, and then he was carted off. Now, I want to preface with this. Getting carted off in a game versus getting carted off the field in practice is so different. It is so different. It's insane. Because in a game, almost always there's something serious going on. This is gonna be a 4 to 6 or longer week period. Could be for the season. What we oftentimes see is the cart is really used not sparingly. It's almost overused. And the reason being is because it gets so hot during training camp. So you have that. But there are cramps, things like that, and it's like you don't want to risk anything. So people get a little freaked out when they hear carted off, and I just wanted to preface with the fact that this is actually a common occurrence in training camp. We see this all the time. Justin Fields was carted off, literally was practicing the next day. Guys get carted off all the time, right? Now, obviously, doesn't mean that guys who tear their ACL or Achilles or whatever doesn't mean they don't get carted off. So it does happen. It just doesn't happen as much as you would think. Carting off in the regular season or preseason is a lot different than getting carted off during training camp. Can't stress that enough. So looking at Kam Curl, McVay told reporters that Curl seemed to get his ankle stepped on during practice, and head trainer Reggie Scott said it seemed to feel like there could be some positive things with regards to his injury. Now, I'll be honest with you, I hate that quote. I feel like it's telling me a whole lot of nothing. Seemed to feel like there could be some positive things. Now, again, they never like to show their hand just in case it's worse than it actually is. They're not going to come out and say, yeah, he's done for the year or whatever. But the whole seem to feel like, and then there could be some positive things, I hate that. And I deal with it with baseball as well, covering baseball. It's this, yeah, I think things could end up being good. Well, you didn't really tell me anything, right? So the thing here is I do think this is going to check out okay. If they were freaked out or worried about Curl, we probably would have gotten a little bit more than that. It is just annoying getting kind of the half-ass report and everything. But I think Kam Curl is going to be okay, which is great news for the Rams. He's in a contract year. Obviously, I ended up interviewing him on the lounge. So, obviously I don't want to see him go down. I don't want to see anybody go down with an injury, but much less somebody that's given me their time and interviewed them and, gotten to know him a little bit. So, rooting for him. And, of course, hopefully he ends up checking out okay. It looks like he's going to be okay. I think what I would do moving forward if I'm the Rams is I would be very cautious on how much I use him. We already know he is going to be a starter. That opportunity is not up in the air, so he doesn't have to play for his job. I would be very cautious how I use him. Keep him off to the side. You did it with Ahkello Witherspoon. You did it with Chris Paul Jr. Just keep him off to the side. Let him work. And then when he gets back to 100%, no sooner than, I put him back on the field. But that ankle, it's not about the injury. And this is a big thing to remember. It's not about what happened, okay? If his ankle got stepped on and he's fine, like he's going to be fine, it still could be a bad thing. What you don't want is to run the risk that, oh, he's good to go. You throw him back out there, and now that ankle being stepped on weakened him. And now he's more likely and more prone to, suffer an injury, whether it's overcompensating for the ankle or whatever, right? So you always want to be cognizant of the fact that when a player gets hurt, even if they're not injured, but they get banged up, by putting them back out there, you can re-aggravate, re-injure, whatever. You can make it worse. And so I think that they should just chill out on this, keep him off to the side, keep him limited until he's 100% ready to go. That's my take on the Kam Curl situation. I would also mention baseball. It's around the trade deadline. Any Atlanta Braves fans out there know, one of their star players, the star player, Ronald Acuna Jr., was dealing with Achilles heel, tightness or whatever, and also had a calf thing. He's already had an Achilles tear before. Absolutely not. Should probably be shut down for the year. This is what I'm talking about. When you have an ankle, you have something like that happen, you don't push the envelope, okay? Yes, it'll suck not to have him in practice. It puts him behind the eight ball a little bit, although he is a veteran. He was in this defense last year. But it is much better to have him be a little bit rusty, a little bit less knowledgeable about the defense, a little bit less on the same page than throw him out there and not have him for the entire year if he goes down with another injury. So that is my take when it comes to, of course, when it comes to somebody like that. Now, I'll also say this, guys. Emanuel Forbes. So Sean McVay said he felt his hamstring a little bit. He doesn't have any updates, was in one-on-ones in the red zone. He tried to take the first team rep, and Aubrey and I were on the same page. Let's be smart with him, especially with the soft tissue. Could not agree more. This is exactly how you handle it. This is literally what I'm saying to handle the Kam Curl situation with. You don't take it, you don't risk anything, okay? You have plenty of corners out there. Akello's back already. Darius Williams. You got Kobe. You got Darion Kendrick. Emanuel Forbes has done a great job this camp. We keep raving about him, keep hearing about him. He is not going to lose his position, okay? If he is out for a long time, he is. But if it's a soft tissue deal, his hamstring is nagging a little bit, just give him some time off. Totally agree with that. He could be back today for all we know. But I think really the important thing with this update is, just in case you already saw it, it is not the end of the world. Neither of these guys are out for the year. They, oftentimes what'll happen is player gets carted off, will be in the title. I'm not going to do that to you this time. Sometimes I might have to do it, but it's meant to be kind of clickbaity. Or, if it's during the regular season, that's not really it. That's just the reality. But I'm telling you right now, these guys are going to be okay. As long as the Rams don't rush them back, they'll be fine. If they're rushed back before they're ready to go, that's when it could get ugly. But it is an opportunity for a guy like a Tanner Engel, somebody that I think is actually very talented. It's just unfortunately the former UDFA just hasn't had an opportunity really to take advantage. He always plays well in preseason, but they've been stacked in the safety front. And then you have, Malik Dixon-Williams and Nate Valcarcel, and those are two guys that were UDFAs this year. So that's something to keep in mind there. But we'll see how things go. I would just say, let's be cautious here, but let's not freak out. You got to keep your composure, and it's all good. So, we'll monitor it, but everything looks good. Looks like they dodged a bullet. That could have been a lot worse. Let's not discontinue or discredit that. Curl definitely could have been way worse, getting his ankle stepped on. And it could have been worse, for Emanuel Forbes. So we'll continue to monitor it. And if we get any news updates, of course, then I will have them for you. But that is it. Those are the updates that I have. I'm going to do a separate video on Nate Landman because the things I'm hearing about this guy, he is going to be an integral part of this defense. And I just cannot wait to see it because it just sounds like they really, really like him. And I like the pickup when it happens. So good for him. Just really smart, conscientious football player. But we'll get into that at a later date. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 31,000 subscribers, which it feels weird saying that's a milestone when 30,000 was a milestone, but we've been so far away from 31,000 for so long, or not that far. Actually, we've been so close that it would feel nice to get there. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let your Rams fans know that you know. Let them know that they can come and check out this channel and get their Rams insight and analysis. And that's going to do it. So appreciate you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys soon. Later, folks. All right, guys. So once again, just want to let you guys know that you can check out my new side project, The Lounge. I interview athletes, musicians, actors, actresses, all the nine. So definitely check it out over on the Lounge with Jake Ellenbogen channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy. In case you guys haven't noticed, I do have a Discord channel for my community on this channel. And if you want to be a part of it, it is free. The link is in the description below. You can sign up. This is basically a 24/7 Rams channel, and we are almost at 1,100 members. So if you want to be a part of it, just hit the link in the description below.